I'd like some more resonators. I think if we're gonna do this, we ought to swing for the fence.
Where did I put them?
I know there's some more in the other basement. Oh, there's a cool one in here.
So we're down here, my friend Tyler's studio, Tyler and Rebecca, and today we're gonna do a video about slide. I've done a beginner slide video, an intro to slide video, and today I think we're gonna take it one step further and do something a little more advanced. Tyler is one of the best slide players I know. And so I'm gonna pick his brain about some of his thought processes and techniques, and we'll get some sounds pulled up here and get going. Right?
I accidentally dropped it the day that Brian Johnson was announced to no longer be singing for AC/DC. I was holding my resonator that literally Billy Gibbons had just given to me, and I got the phone call from our management that said AC/DC tour is canceled, which at the time that was like the only hope I had for paying my rent. So I was like, dang. As I processed all of that, the strap came off and the resonator just took a spill.
What?
Yeah. I'm gonna get it fixed. I really am. I already tried. I already spent a ton of money trying to get it fixed. Took it to the wrong guy. But so, check this out. This is one that I just got my hands on. It's a beard. Let me take this. Check this thing out.
Wow.
Amazing. Gold foil. Let me see what's in it. Just enter it. Sounds amazing by itself.
Yeah. Killer.
Pretty cool. This thing sounds
Single
wicked
cone?
plugged in. Yeah, single cone.
Damn.
So yeah, I'm just kind of borrowing this because I was doing a lot of recording recently, and I never had a wooden Dobro before.
Right.
So I also got my hands on this guy, which is another one of his, which is a spider cone, I believe, which is a completely different sound, but this is like a bass port. So the sound of this is...
Yeah, the bluegrass. Yeah, we gotta talk about the Mule.
Yeah, we gotta talk about the Mule. Why don't let me get some sounds pulled up here for us. See if everything works as it's supposed to. Cool. So this guitar is a guitar I don't pick up unless I have some time to kill. Because it's like, when I got this guitar, I would find myself basically just writing a song almost every time I picked it up. Most of our new record was written on this guitar. So it's made in Saginaw, Michigan by a company called Mule, which I know you've got one too.
Yep.
What's the story on yours?
Mine was a 30th birthday present from my family. And it's the same as yours, except it's not pink and it has a cutaway. Same pickup, same bridge,
You don't want a pink one?
To me, it's the most musical instrument that I have. It's
Right.
the same thing that you're talking about, where every time I pick it up, it's just something comes out of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm obsessed with resonators. Like I collect resonators, and I had been looking at these for a long time, And then when I played one, it was like game over. Like, I've got to get one of these. So just, this is the tricone, so it's got 3 cones in it, and it just sings. That's just beautiful. Yeah. It immediately sounds like the Paris, Texas Rycooter soundtrack,
right?
Which I think for me is the goal.
Yeah,
that's like the pinnacle of slide tone.
Right.
So check this out. This is another kind of holy grail resonator. I don't know what this is tuned. So this one is all brass. We were doing press in Paris, France, at Matt's guitar shop, and I fell in love with this guitar. And I had kind of in my mind decided I was going to buy this guitar. Which, check this out, it was owned by the same family for a long time, and the guy who played it like a lap steel. So the fret markers are written there so he could know what fret he was on. To play slide in Open G. I feel like that's a great tuning to start out in. And for anyone who doesn't know what Open G is, I would suggest to listen to Ray Wiley Hubbard's song Open G. He explains how to do it and what you need to do. So songs I would suggest for you to listen to if you're thinking about learning to play slide. One of the songs that I first learned was Walkin' Blues, Muddy Waters version, where it's thumb going. So many people are worried about the high strings, and so much of blues slide is on those low strings. Like, you could do it all on the A string.
So talk about your right hand for a second. What are you doing in terms of muting? And it's mostly thumb and forefinger.
Yeah.
And you're muting a lot of the stuff you're not playing, right?
Yeah. I would honestly, if I was going to tell someone how to approach slide the way that I approach it, would be like when you're watching TV or something, just go and try to become almost a drummer with your right hand.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's all about the rhythm, and guys like Jimmy Vaughn, you watch them play and the thumb is always going. And you can even just stop doing the thing for a little while and get the rhythm going.
When did you start to really figure out where you could go in terms of shapes and things like that on the fretboard to pull out different lick ideas and melodies?
Yeah. When I first learned how to play an Open G, I learned, kind of the bad to the bone thing. Which you realize, I have a chord if I just bar the 5th fret. I have a chord if I bar the 3rd fret. I have a chord if I bar the 12th fret.
Right.
So once I learned that, then I realized, okay, cool, if I know a lick when I go to the 4, I can go. Then also that works at the 5 position. And it works in the 1 position. But one of the things I would strongly encourage people to do, it sounds kind of goofy, but if you're trying to figure out the licks when you're playing slide, try fretting them like. And so you just kind of, you're sliding in and out of notes, and a lot of times being a little flat or a little sharp is actually a beautiful thing, like where you could go, and the tension, you're building up to something. So rather than just going, it's cooler if you almost go. Any Shakedown song that we do in open G is just kind of playing around with that. Like if you listen to Lipstick Wonder Woman, for example. I mean, there's really not a lot going on with that as far as the riff goes. It's but once you start kind of doing the pushing and pulling of whether you're sliding in or sliding, you know, out, then that really does add a lot of the personality. I think my goal as someone playing slide is to sound like Johnny Winter. You know, yeah. I mean, it's like I just cut my teeth on those records as a kid, and I think for anyone who's not familiar, I would recommend checking out When You Got a Good Friend. So a lot of what I'm doing melodically is just to sound like Muddy Waters, Johnny Winter, or Bob Margolin, who was in Muddy Waters' band for a long time. If I heard Albert King playing something a certain way, I'd be like, how do I do that? And I would watch the videos, I'd slow down the records, and I would just play it until I could do it.
I think in my experience, it comes from years of trying to emulate other people and failing to sound like them is where you find your sound.
Absolutely,
you know what I
mean? Man. Absolutely. See what I mean? Like, yeah. You pick it up when you want to write a song.
You know what we should do? We should take that, what you just did, as a loop and bounce out just as that will make it available for download and people can jam over it.
Let's do it. Let's put a drum track to it.
Okay.
Let's give him give him a whole track.
Okay. You want to do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I'll play some bass.
Let's do it.
Drums down. Yeah, that's perfect.
Here, let me import some tracks. We could do like a one mic.
Right.
You know, like get it like just a ribbon, getting everything. All right, let's see what happens. I suck at the drums, just letting you know, Rhett.
Yeah, listen, you're preaching to the choir here, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna work out.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll.
Okay. That'll do. All right. All right, the group's coming in here shortly. 1, 2.
Something useful in there you can pull out. Okay, so now we're gonna play on top of it. And actually what we're gonna do is make that track available for download. So you can download what we just recorded in the description box down below, and what we want you to do is play along with it, record yourself, and put it up on Instagram. You can tag Tyler and I, and yeah, we'd love to see what you guys do with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Crank it up! It's way more fun than playing over dead air, right?
right, well, I would say that's a pretty productive day. Huge
Yeah.
thanks to Tyler Bryant for coming on the channel.
Yeah.
You just put out a new record, right?
Yeah, the new album Pressure is out now. We made it here in my home studio during lockdown, and it was our way of like trying to make something beautiful out of a weird situation, you know?
Yeah, it's awesome. I'll have it linked down below, Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. Also his Instagram and everything linked.
Yep.
Don't forget, you can download the jam track that we put together here, and we want to see what you play over the top of it. So record yourself playing, put it on Instagram, tag Tyler and I will be on the lookout for it. And
Happy jamming.
yeah, thanks guys.